We've missed her racing craft, we've missed her exciting, thrilling charges towards the front as the Honda racing team management look on. They hate being in the spotlight, don't they?
Oh, don't they? Yeah.
However, their team love being in the spotlight, but they've got some real work to do. The Kawasaki Ninja of Andy Mohamed Fadli, back on the third row of the grid, who's the man who has the championship lead, as Rafi Topan is late to get onto the line.
The lights are out and we're away for the start of the AP250 race. Piawat Patumios gets away well alongside him. Adenanta.
Adenanta it is who leads into the first corner. There is Adenanta. And I'm just looking at Andy Mohamed Fadli just to see what the lime green racing suit is doing. And he's back in the pack, 10 or 11. That's a little bit worrying for Andy Mohamed Fadli.
Andy Fadli needs a toe in the slipstream. That's what he'll be looking for throughout this race. And then he'll try and convert that into a good finishing position. 10
laps of the race to go. An awful lot can happen in that time. Aldi Satya Mahendra, bike 57, the Yamaha racer. He'll be looking to make a move. There he is in P2 just at the moment, but the man leading the way is Herjan Adner Ferdhaus.
Yeah, Aldi Satya had a relatively, by his standards, quiet free practice and qualifying, but this is race day and he's one of those riders that does come through.
Going very, very wide. Was one of those Aoshi? Don't think it was Andy Mohamed Fadli.
No, I think that was Piawat who went wide. Yeah, he has. He's dropped back to P4, I think, P4 or P5. Aldi Satya's in front of him.
Well, somebody has dropped right the way down. Irfan Haikal has dropped down. Andy Mohamed Fadli was pushed out really wide. Fadli is down in P15. Now then, this really opens things up. If Andy Mohamed Fadli only picks up a low number of points, a 3 or 4 or a 5, it really reopens this championship.
Yeah, Aldi Satya pushing really hard, having a bit of contact with another rider just a few moments ago. They're coming up to complete lap 1. And if only he knew it, Aldi can just be a little bit more patient than we saw just now, but Andy Fadli's fighting his way back.
Yeah, there we saw Fadli just comes on the inside, but he is a long way back. Reza Danica it is who leads from Herjan Atner, and Piawat's in P3, Adenanta 4, Satya in 5. Where is Fadli? P13 at the moment, ahead of Aoki Iyoshi and Irfan Haikal.
And Reza Danica is now at the front.
Yes, that's a story. This, don't count him out too much. He's on 92 points. So he's 29 points adrift of the championship winner, 25 points available here. So say he picked up 25 and Andy Mohamed Fadli was 9th or 10th. That is a 14-point differential. Do the same again tomorrow and it's a real toss-up.
Yeah, you see a little bit of the effect of the rev cut there as they came up to the end of that straight. He was gobbled up by the rest of the pack, but that's Piawat got himself back to the front after that earlier mistake. He's been chased by Adenanta, very much a form rider in this series.
Piawat looks very comfortable here, doesn't he?
And Ray Ratakuri, we talk about him a lot, but he's threatening as well on that distinctive green 1XOX Yamaha.
Taking the inside there of Aldi Satya. Everyone just jockeying for positions here, high speed jockeying it must be said. Through sector 2, Piawat, that's a quick sector 2. 400ths quicker than Adenanta. That explains how he got past him. Aldi Satya Mahendra is P2 in the overall championship standings. That's why we're focusing on the Yamaha. And as he was saying in the pre-race interview with Daniel Bogas, it's going to be really tough to get behind, to get by all those Hondas in front of him, but he'll give it a go.
Yeah, he might have a bit of cavalry behind him in the shape of Angie Setiawan, who's on the Yamaha with a pink helmet just behind him. But I'm not sure if Angie's going to have the pace to really get amongst those Hondas.
Adenanta from Piawat, from Reza Danica, from Herjan, from Aldi Satya. Where is Fadli? P10, and he's losing ground with that leading group. So there's a group of, what's that, 9 have got away, and Andy Mohamed Fadli is in the next little group. He's, you can see the lime green of him and Ayoshi, and they are a long way off the pace, Barry Russell.
Yeah, the plan is not working. He needed to stay with this front group, and he's lost touch with it. And with that rev deficit, I don't know how he can make up the difference.
Well, he will be scrambling for as many points as he possibly can, and he'll be hoping that neither Aldi Satya, Adenanta or Reza Danica pick up maximum points. He can afford Herjan or Rafid Topan to win. He can't afford Aldi or Adenanta or Reza Danica to win. At the moment, though, it is Bike 46 Herjan who is leading the way, no doubt with the support of Andy Mohamed Fadli.
And good work by Angie Setiawan as well as Aldi Satya. They're in about P4 or P5. Although by the time I finish my sentence, that will change slightly, but both those riders are doing well for Yamaha Racing Indonesia, and they might be just a little bit quicker through this technical part of the circuit.
Adenanta Putra's last lap of 153.8, the fastest lap of the race so far. Adenanta Putra is bike 21, Herjan Atna is 46, Reza Danica 123. They are the Astra Honda 123. Well, not the moment because Petunas is in the middle of that. Sorry, Pirwat is in P3, and Aldi Satya's gone with him.
Yeah, Pirwat not having it all his own way so far, although we have a good distance to go, but he's currently sitting in P3. Aldi Satya's doing well to hang on to the back of him.
Adenanta from Herjan. Aldi Satya, as you say, is hanging in there. Ray Ratakore is in the mix as well. Reza Danica has dropped off the pace. He's in P5, just ahead of Ray Ratakore. I'll always keep an eye on Andy Mohamed Fadli. 14th, Andy Mohamed Fadli. This is crisis time for the former champion,
And
defending champion.
And yeah, defending champion and championship leader, absolutely. Aldi looking good. He's such a racer, isn't he? And Pirwat pushed back into P4. So race day, P5 indeed.
Reza Danica has now gone himself up from P6 up to P1, so you can make a difference. For Andy Mohamed Fadli's sake, I'm hoping that he has left something in the tank, but if you're that far behind, that's Ayoshi who's come through. Fadli is at the back of that group, so he's on the tail end there of bike 19, Hiklam Hakimi Radwan, the young Malaysian. He's got Cal Vietnam and Akid Aziz ahead of him. He'll be very hopeful that he can at least get up into the top 10 at the very, very least.
Yeah, Fadli really needs to find a way to raise his game. We know he's capable of it, and the team have been working hard to make up the difference with the electronics, change the mapping a little bit to get as much speed as possible.
Well, he started the season here in Buram so well, a P3 and a P1, early championship leader along with Reza Danica. But here it's all very different because Reza Danica is in that leading group as they come at the end of lap number 4. That's Ayoshi coming through. But Andy Mohamed Fadli a long way back down, although he's made up 2 places there. Fadli has got himself up into P14. Ooh, this is looking tough.
That is hard, and that's Rafid Topan there, running with Aiki Iyoshi just ahead. But a lot of this is about looking for patterns, Des. We've got Astra Honda at the front. We've got another red Honda in the shape of Pirwat. And I do believe that Jakrapat Putisan is the wild card for Honda Racing Thailand, is in that group too. And we've got 1, 2, 3 Yamahas in that group.
Andy Fadli needs help from some of these wild cards, needs help from some of those guys who are lower down the championship, needs help from Pirwat. He's got to look after himself, Andy Mohamed Fadli, but clearly things aren't going well on the Kawasaki, and he really needs some assistance. On board with Adenanta Putra, 3rd in the championship standings, back-to-back wins in Sugo and Sepang before a P2. He's the man in form, is bike number 21.
Yeah, that's the problem for Andy Fadli, is that the championship contenders, the other championship contenders, are at the front, and it's only really out of that lot Pirwat that can do much to spoil it.
Fadli has got past Idlan Hakimi. As we look ahead, Aldi Satya trying to go the long way round that right-hander, which puts him in good position to just ease inside Ray Ratakore in P5 as 149 leads the way. That's the wild card. Jakapat and Reza Danica is the man who's in P2. 4 laps completed. We are now at the halfway point. 5 laps. Jakapan from Reza, from Adenanta, from Herjan, from Aldi.
Yeah, I just did a double take because I was assuming for a moment that that would be Piawat at the front, but it's not. It's the wild card, Jack Ripat. What a good choice of rider he was.
I need to tell you, Andy Mohamed Fadli is having a battle with Idlan Hakimi, and he's losing it. Idlan has retaken Andy Mohamed Fadli. Fadli could pick up just 1 point here, and his 25-point lead in the championship could evaporate with 1 race to go.
Fascinating stuff.
Devastating stuff for Fadli.
For Fadli, yeah. And Herjan, who's just a little off the championship battle, also consistent at the front there on the number 46, Astra Honda.
As Piawat eases himself up into P4. The Astra Honda team looking on. Resplendent in team colours almost, the red and the white.
Yeah, in fact that was the pink of the Thai Honda team. They do look very similar, and they operate in very similar ways too.
So Thai Honda leading the way. Piawat, well, he was leading the way. He's suddenly been overtaken by 2 Astra Hondas, and 149. I've got to do the same double take as you. Jack Ripat has got in himself a couple of times in that leading group. He could well be a real problem for Astra Honda if he carries on in this kind of form.
Yeah, living up to the wild card billing that he's got for this final round of ARRC.
46, Herjan Atna just lets 21 Adenanta Putra go through. Reza Danica also in that little group. The 2 Yamahas are there as well, as are the Thai Honda competitors.
Yeah, Piawat slipped himself through, nice line through the final turn, made up several places. You've still got 4 laps to go, but that was a really nice indication of what Piawat could do. But he needs to stop these Astra Hondas escaping just in front.
A good lap for Andy Mohamed Fadli. He's taken 2 places off Idlan Hakimi and Cal Vietnam. 13th at the moment. It's still only worth 3 points though. He needs help, Fadli. He needs help.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to make up many more places as we follow him through. There is Andy Mohamed Fadli coming around the outside.
He'll be giving it everything he's got.
Idlan Hakimi's got ahead of him once again. No, he's got ahead of Idlan Hakimi.
He's behind Cal Vietnam.
Okay, problem.
Yeah, Cal Vietnam has himself a new Honda for this round, and he has been going pretty well on it. He had a problem in qualifying, but he was good in free practice. And now he's dicing with the championship leader.
Difficult for our race director to really know where to focus on this race. Obviously, you focus on the race itself, but the Fadli story is so fascinating. And let's just wait to see how far behind he is. Andy Fadli is indeed still chasing Cal Vietnam. This is for P13. It's a difference between 3 points and 2 points for the day. That could be crucial. Could be. Or it might not be enough for Andy Mohamed Fadli.
Yeah, as a racer, he'll probably win this battle, but it's not for very many points. But Aldi Satcher's not having it his own way by any means in that front group, battling with 5 basically factory supported Hondas.
Yes. That's why he laughed when asked by the question, is it going to be tough? Yes, of course, it's going to be tough. Daniel, what do you think? Herjan Atna, Adenanta Putra, Reza Danica and Astra Honda 1, 2, 3. The Honda Thailand, but Piawat, as Aldi Satcher is trying to be the Yamaha who breaks up that Honda challenge. Ray Ratakore also in there.
Piawat edging through there at the front of that group. Yep. Aldi Satcher just leaning on the rider next to him to get himself off that curb.
So Piawat has the lead. Seems to be the straight line speed belongs to Honda Thailand. Those two straights, they seem to always get there, but once we get to the technical areas of the left-handers and the right-handers, Astra Honda come back into the reckoning.
Yeah, let's see how that unwinds now as they get into the technical part of the track. It's going well for Aldi Satya.
It's looking very, very nice up at the front there for Piawat, bike 188, fastest in qualification, and he's dragging his Honda Thailand teammate with him as well, Chakrapat, though Chakrapat's under pressure.
So, yeah, Chakrapat could delay the chasing pack as well if he gets into a fight with them, but I think that's Hergen trying to get away from them.
Adenanta's got through. So then, 2 laps to go after they cross the start-finish line. This is the story that's building. This could be the assistance Andy Mohamed Fadli needs. Piawat has a lead. What is that lead? It's not much, is it? It's less than a second for Piawat. That's easily catchable over a couple of laps. Andy Mohamed Fadli is still in that battle. Idlan Hakimi's got straight line speed, and for Fadli, he's not getting better. He's going backwards. P15.
Yeah, Idlan Hakimi, of course, is on a fast Honda CBR 250, and Andy Fadli is on a kind of technically hobbled Kawasaki.
Yeah, that's it doesn't pay to be too successful early in a season, does it?
Oh, how do you manage that? That's so tricky. But that is Piawat. He is being sucked in by the peloton behind him.
Chakrapat moves out though to try to help his teammate. Adenanta Putra, bike 21, Astra Honda. They've closed that gap. It was 7/10 of a second. It's much closer now. You can see it visually. It's 0.2, 0.3 of a second between P1 Piawat and P2 Adenanta Putra.
Yep, nothing now. If they're preparing a pit board, then it should probably say +0 to make sure he keeps it pinned.
Now then, Anggi Setiawan's made a nice little move. We've not spoken about the second of the Yamaha races, Yamaha Indonesia. He's had a couple of P5s and a P6, Anggi Setiawan, but hasn't really been able to compete at the top level.
No, this has been a good race for him. He's stayed with this group and has featured well within it. I think he's ahead. Yeah, he's ahead of Aldi Satya at the moment. Shout out to those guys for wearing easy-to-spot helmets.
So, coming into the final lap, it will be Piawat. He's been leading at this stage on each of the last 3 laps. However, he was a lot further away last time, and he's going to be gobbled up, I suspect, by Adenanta Putra and Hergen. No, he holds on. Just holds on.
Yeah, Adenanta and Hergen behind him. 2 very good on-form riders for Astra Honda. Anything can happen in this front group. This is fascinating. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think how many bikes in that? 10 bikes? 9 bikes.
Just the 9. Perm ME3 from 9. Piawat loses the lead to Hergen Atner. Now, if it finishes like that, this helps Andy Mohamed Fadli bizarrely. He can afford Hergen to win. He can afford a P2 for the Honda Thailand Racing. He just needs the Astra Hondas of Reza Danica and Adenanta and Aldi Satya, the Yamaha, just to be kept off the podium, if at all possible.
Yeah, Aldi Satya needs to make up as they approach the technical part of the track, because he's back in about 7th or 8th position currently.
Hergen Atner it is who leads the way from Piawat. Behind him, Adenanta Putra. I think Adenanta will be doing the maths a little bit in his mind as well and say, a P2 would really help me, as Piawat goes into P1 ahead of Hergen Atner. Hergen on looking for back-to-back wins, battles back, takes the inside line. Adenanta, as you can see, in P3, looking for a podium.
And this is where it's all going to shake down, Des.
Right then, 46, Hergen Atner leads the way into the final corner of the race. And look at this, Pirouette is there, Adenanta has made a move, Pirouette has been squeezed out, Astra Honda, 1, 2, 3, it is perfect for them. Perfect for Astra Honda. Herjan from Adenanta from Adenanta. That could not have been scripted better. Pirouette and Aldi Setya. And I need to talk on because Andy Mohamed Fadli picks up 4 points for P12. But singing and dancing for Astra Honda, Barry Russell, that is perfection for them.